Since it was founded in 1855, Michigan State University has culminated over 200 different majors for its student body to pick from. Majors like engineering, economics, physics, chemistry, animal science, nursing, kinesiology, political science. But my major is not very well heard of. Packaging is, it's an interesting field. It's not quite engineering, it's not quite studio art, it's not quite product design, innovation, but it's a combination between those three. And that's what I'm here to explain to you. We have to deal a lot with materials. Materials such as polyethylene, a commodity plastic that is very cheap and efficient for companies to use. My professor, Dr. Laurent Matwana, gave a lecture last year, and this is what he had to say about polyethylene specifically. Polyethylene is a rigid yet easily molded polymer that is good at keeping in both gases and liquids, while being moderately and chemically inert to acids. Knowing how all of our packages and the materials that they're made of interacts with the product is part of packaging, which leads to knowing when to use a package and the material in that package at the right time. A good example of that would be these two. This is a very rigid tottle that we moved to after this tube had failed us. This tube is very soft, it's mendable, and that's why it lost the integrity of the swirls and the pattern of the product. Granted, it was also cheaper to move to the tottle, which is very appeasing to us. It was more sensible to go to a tottle that ensured the quality and integrity of our product. That's not something that people think about often, but that's what we do. And creativity is another portion of this. Graphics and design. But graphics is very simple. You know, as human beings, we love shiny things. We love new and shiny things, like this small box. This is one of our products that we sell in Latin America that uses foil stamping on it. And that foil stamping, it draws the eye. And that's what makes it so nice. And this is what Stephen Morfitt, my brand manager on Hawaiian Tropic and Banana Boat and Energizer Personal Care, has to say about graphics. Companies like to trick the consumer with packaging. That may seem wrong, but it is how it's always been. We, the industry, up our costs by a few cents, which translates to increasing the cost of the product by $1 or $2. Making a package that is aesthetically pleasing means consumers can justify themselves for the extra cost. Now, not only does graphene justify it, but design of a package justifies it. Method is a good example. They have a lot of packages that appeal to consumers. They have a small soap dispenser that's shaped like Mickey Mouse that appeals to children. And it's those small designs or those creative brands that they do that can really help drive a company to success. Now, innovation is very important for packaging. You never want to be left behind in the field of packaging. And Joe Gonstadt, the Senior Engineer of Innovation at Energizer Personal Care, has this to say about innovation. Packaging innovation is important to ensure that we will not have stagnant packages. So important that most companies create positions for people like me to come in with my business and packaging skills and help breathe life into their brands. The Tide to Go pen is a very good idea. It was a new idea that it was actually founded around, we have a package, what can we put in it? Procter & Gamble, who owns Tide, decided they wanted to put a bleach in it that you could take on the go. And that sold huge because it was convenient, it was easy, it was cheap, and it really did drive home that package, that applicator. Now, another good idea of innovation is that you take an existing package and you slightly modify it. This tube, for example, it has extra material on the sides that give it a gripping feel. This is great because if you look at all the other sun care products, you might be like, hey, my hands might be oily. Let me grab this one. Oh, yeah, that doesn't slide out at all. And that helps drive the consumers to our products. Now, through engineering and the understanding of materials and knowing what kind of graphics and how to shape the package with the innovation that people strive for, that's really all packaging is about. We don't simply deal with boxes, and we don't simply go work for FedEx. I've always thought of packaging as a passion project. I find it alluring to work with knowledge about materials and still get to explore creativity. And that's why I think packaging is such a good major to be in. Thank you.